Hello everybody and welcome back to the Selindor Turf Club, where racing takes place here on Sunday the 25th of May. It's the last race meeting for the month. 11 races on the programme. Take note, races 1 and 2 will be contested on track 2, whereas races 3 through to 6 will be on the short course, and to close off proceedings, races 7 through to 11 will be contested on the long course. Now we've got 3 selections for you to keep an eye out on, starting off in race 3 at Class 5, as Class 5A rather, over 1600 metres, and the first selection going to be number 2, Run Buddy Run, to make it back-to-back wins. Esper Howden jumps aboard, and we'll touch on him in just a moment for the Joseph Lett stable. And Run Buddy Run's had the 4 starts in Malaysia for 2 wins and 2 third placings as well. One of those wins coming in his previous start. He draws barrier 4, and the big thing here with the 4 kilogram claim, he only comes in here with 54.5 to shoulder, and that's quite big because his last win carried 55 kilograms and he won by just over 3 lengths. So the fact that he comes in here half a kilogram less, facing the similar opposition, Run Buddy Run must have a very strong chance of winning once again. And I think you'll get a decent price about him. I don't think he'll be as short as he was in his previous start. So Run Buddy Run in race 3, definitely a horse to keep an eye out on. Race 6, now it's a bit difficult to tip the best bet for the afternoon. It does look like it's quite an open race day, but nonetheless we are going with number 4, Don't Forget Boss, who looks to be the best bet for the day in the Supreme C over 2,000 metres. He's stepping up 200 metres in trip. Last time out was over 1,800 metres. HS Yellow Ball for the David Koch stable. Now he's got 56 to shoulder from barrier 5, but he's one of those runners where it doesn't matter where he's drawn. He's going to be dropped out. He's going to be able to finish off strongly in the closing stages, and hopefully the pace is on, because stepping up to 2,000 metres, the pace might be a little bit slow for him, but definitely a runner that should see out 2,000 metres. And he does face Winning Stride once again. Now, he was defeated by him by just a short head in his last start. This time around, he's half a kilogram better off, stepping up in trip, and he was closing hand over fist in the closing stages last time out. So Don't Forget Boss, definitely the one to beat, and I'm going to label him as the best bet for the afternoon. Race 8 to close off our selections. Number 2, Wins 1. Mark Lerner teams up for the Jason On stable. This is a Class 4A over 1,200 metres. Draws barrier 4, has 59 to shoulder. He's on a 1-week backup where he just tasted defeat by a short head to Yes Man just a week ago. Certainly not disgraced in that effort. Hopefully he goes one better and can end up in the winner's box on Sunday afternoon. And take note, 15 starts over 1,200 metres. He's a 4-time winner, so certainly a strong chance here for number 2, Wins 1, to close it off in race 8. So those are 3 runners to keep an eye out on. Hopefully they end up in the winner's box. Nonetheless, hopefully to see you here at the Selindor Turf Club this Sunday, the 25th of May. And just a reminder, next week, 1st of June, it's the 3-year-old Sprint Championship at the Selindor Turf Club. You do not want to miss that. 200,000 ringgit on offer. Make sure you're here on the 1st of June next week.
Hello everyone, welcome along to another race preview for the Selangor Turf Club meeting coming up on Sunday the 25th of May, and we've got the 11 races commencing at 12:45 p.m. My best bet for the card comes up in race 6, number 4. It is Don't Forget Boss. Now this horse was powering home at the end of his last start there when he was runner-up to Winning Stride, who was engaged in the same race there on Sunday. Went down by a short head, Don't Forget Boss. You've got your heart in your mouth at the start. He normally gives away a big start, and he's only a moderate beginner, but he can come home with a wet sail, especially if there's a genuine pace on early. He steps up to the 2,000 metres this weekend. He's run over this journey in Singapore previously, and of course he contested the Singapore Gold Cup at their last ever meeting back on the 5th of October last year. I think he can bounce back to winning form. He was a 1,700 metre winner 2 runs ago. HS Gill once again takes the ride. He's my best for the day, race 6, number 4, Don't Forget Boss. Another horse to watch out for comes up in race 9. I speak of the ever-consistent Cash Cove, number 5. Now this horse is coming off a last start second as a beaten favourite in the race won by Pacific General. That's going back to the 3rd of May. But prior to that, very impressive, raced on speed and defeated Colonel Sun on that occasion. Of course, Colonel Sun has come out and won 2 races since. So that looks a pretty handy form line. Once again, Iskander will be reacquainted there with the gelding on Sunday. And I think Cash Cove from the SY Lim Yard can do the job again. Of course, Iskander rode the horse to victory 2 runs ago. That is race 9, number 5, Cash Cove is my next best. My value selection comes up in the last. It is race 11, number 8, Lims Fuji. Now, this horse has had the 5 starts here in Malaysia. His first 2 starts, he was actually backed into favourite and failed to salute on both occasions, but his last start is suggesting he may be back to his better form, and I think can strike a blow at Class 5 level and break the Malaysian Duck. He was only beaten 1 length behind Latin Legend in his last start. He ran 5th on that occasion, so looking for a value bet there with Ifikri aboard to take the claim, and that is my value selection. Race 11, number 8, Limbs Fuji, in the final race on the program. Of course, the next meeting will be coming up next Sunday. That'll be the 1st of June at Selangor Turf Club. And I'll join you then in a week's time, so good luck.